Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Well people, tomorrow's the big day and the big shareholders meeting at Disney, and we'll decide what happens to Star Wars after tomorrow. As you can see on the screen, we've got the two Bobs. We've got Big Bob here and his replacement Little Bob. Big Bob was too scared to fire Kathleen Kennedy because Big Bob wants to be President of America. No chance. And Little Bob here, he's also too scared to fire Kathleen Kennedy because he's terrified of the woke crowd coming after him, and Kathleen Kennedy's got both of their balls in her pocket and she's got dirt on the pair of them. The reason why Little Bob is too scared of her, he's lavishing praise on her. As you can see in Bounding into Comics, on the 3rd of March, Bob Chapek lavishes praise on her a month after she had a spokesman fire and lie about Gina Carano. And it goes on as a visual conference hosted by Morgan Stanley. And if you click on that, you can listen to parts of it because a YouTuber, Not My Star Wars, captured it. Well done. At the 6-minute mark, Ben Swinburne of Morgan Stanley asked Chapek, what are you guys doing? What are you and Kevin and the team doing to make sure that Marvel continues to thrive? Obviously, Morgan Stanley is not interested in Star Wars, but in Marvel. Well, if they carry on with Kathleen Kennedy, they might move her over onto Marvel so they can have some diversity politics put into it. And then comes the bullshit. I would say the situation is the same for Marvel as it is for Lucas. Not a chance. Marvel is reasonably run effectively. Lucas is in free fall. And it goes to speak for the talent, not only Kevin and his team, but Kathy Kennedy and her team. She and her team don't have any talent. They're just a bunch of inept woke weirdos that don't know anything about Star Wars and don't care about Star Wars. He added, we are really fortunate to have both groups being led by such stellar creative talent. Well, that's bullshit for a start. Kevin Feige, you can say, is stellar talent, but the other crowd, definitely not. Chapek continues, but in terms of fatigue, I guess that's borne out on the numbers, so the creative canvas. The creative canvas is 800 Star Wars novels from the expanded universe and more specifically Legends. There's no shortage of creative canvas there. If you will, it's very broad for both Lucas and Star Wars as well as Disney and very multi-dimensional. No, just follow the Legends and expanded universe. You won't be short of talent then. And then he goes on about Marvel. Yes, it's a galaxy far, far away for Lucas, but it's very more, and they are going to keep on growing because of the creative talent we have. Bullshit. This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. I don't think he even knows what the post of CEO actually means. Chapek continued to shower praise on Kennedy and Feige. He would state that's where they are at their best with managing that mythology, so they're little pieces here and there that they dribble and they connect. It's really amazing. Geniuses. Who's he trying to kid? Not me and not the fan base. He would later call Kennedy an absolute treasure for us. What's so absolute treasure about wrecking $1 billion franchise? Well, just like Kevin and Kathy and Sheen at the studio, Jimmy, Dan and Peter and John are absolute treasures for us from a creative standpoint. Driving this machine, or giving you the type of content that you saw at the investor conference. Yeah, well, that's not the shareholders meeting. This praise from Chapek came as a Lucasfilm president cowardly to the spokesman, and it goes on about how they fired her for all the wrong reasons. And then it goes down. Since Boggs noted we should look at the numbers, how about we do just that? And then they go about the analysis. Star Wars is not growing, it's in decline at the box office. It started I had an uneasy feeling when I saw The Force Awakens. It just didn't feel like Star Wars. It was just like a box-ticking movie. No originality. And The Last Jedi just killed it for me. I've reported the numbers The Force Awakens gross. That's because we waited for about 30-odd years for a new Star Wars movie. The Last Jedi dropped to 1.3 billion. They kept it. That's the one which killed it. And Skywalker, they kept that at the box office, so it'll top the billion before they pulled it. Not only is Star Wars in decline at the box office, recent information regarding Disney Plus's trending tab also details that The Mandalorian is in decline as well. 2 months after this final session, the show has fallen to 17th of the Disney trending list. It didn't fall to the 17th until April 2020, following the first season. A massive too much difference. Star Wars is going to keep growing according to Chapek. It's not growing, it's shrinking and shrinking rapidly. Well, I also found this, written 3 months ago. It could be a young Luke Skywalker show rumoured to be in the works for Disney Plus. And then it goes on about that. And because that was the big breakthrough which sent Kathleen Kennedy over the edge, I've also found on small screen, I wish it wouldn't do that, written 6th of March, Luke Skywalker solo series reportedly in development for Disney Plus. It is rumoured that Lucasfilm is working on a Luke Skywalker solo series. That's because of the appearance of Luke at the end of season 2, the cameo. It seems that both Disney and Lucasfilm want to capitalise on the excitement and cameo created to make a Luke solo series. But if you click on that, which I did, Mark Hamill confirms the Rise was his last time playing Luke Skywalker, so it won't be Mark Hamill playing the character. It'll be a young actor and a deep fake, but that's all academic. This coward is too scared to fire her, and until she goes and her woke story group goes, then Star Wars is doomed. As I've told Loon at work and Adam at work, Disney Plus is not getting a penny from me until she and her woke group are gone. If you play around with words on Google, you can find his email address at Disney, which I've sent him, and I've told him Disney Plus is not getting a penny from me until her and her group are gone. We'll just have to see what happens tomorrow, but he thinks she is wonderful. He's too scared to fire her. He soft-salted and bullshitted to Morgan Stanley, but the big shareholders, if they're like him, she'll have her contract renewed in September, October, and then Star Wars is finished. We'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, with any luck, the big shareholders will put him in his place and put her through the door and back on the unemployment line. Right, people, I think that's it for this one. Sorry it's a bit rambling, but it just pisses me off that somebody like him is too scared, as he's a CEO and he's her boss, to get rid of her. Anyway, that's, you know the routine. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. I'll probably do a MGTOW one next week, because after tomorrow this drama is over, unless something dramatically happens, and I'll do another Star Wars one. But for now, that's it for this one. Okay, bye-bye.